we have a voice print, thank you.
Lisa, Rinna.
Penn, Jillette.
And the last time we saw you, didn't think you were going to come back on and do another round just due to your schedule and everything. What made you come back?
I was the first one to say yes. They asked me the day of the finale, I think, and I said sure. You know, I think of everybody the year that I was on, I enjoyed it the most. It's really, really hard to do it with my schedule at the Rio, but fortunately they shoot at the same time that the World Series of Poker happens, so that that's 2 weeks that we can't be in there anyway, and then we just put it on and know that every day I'm not fired, I'm losing money.
Well, I was glad to see that you came back, and I was rooting for you, and I love your charity, so that's why I asked.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's a very, very good charity. But then again, we must be very careful talking about how good our charities are, because all of them are well vetted and they're all very good charities.
What did you learn the last time? Not so much about how to play a game, but how to kind of communicate to get people to do what you want when you're the team leaders and things like that. Sheer luck and just well, for me, you know, the first time I did it, I really didn't do it. I didn't get a chance. I was whipped off so quickly. I really didn't know how to play the game and did not know what I would be up against. So I just went in and tried to do what I do in life and in my business, and this time I got to play with people that were mature adults that were doing the same thing. And so, you know, you do what you do in life. You know, you have a clock ticking, you're trying to raise money. If you're the team leader, there's more pressure on you than ever, and you know, you hopefully have allies that will help you and, you know, try to get that done.
Is having the allies the big key?
Well, my big change on that was I have more experience working in a team than anyone else involved in Celebrity Apprentice, including all the producers, including Mr. Trump. I've been working 38 years with Teller. And I went in the first year treating everyone like Teller. And that's inappropriate. Teller and I play very rough and very, very fast. And every time an idea is brought up, the object is to tear it down. Also, we use a shorthand. And because I started working with Teller when I was 17, I have no experience working really with anyone else. Without Teller, there's a buffer. So I came in the second year just not treating everyone like Teller. And it went much, much better. We also had, as Lisa pointed out, we had much, much better people. And of the people I worked with on both seasons of Celebrity Apprentice, the best one I ever worked with is sitting next to me right now.
Oh.
If I could ask, how do you not take a team failure as a personal failure, or do you?
Failure is a little bit strong of a word. It is, you know, the most powerful thing in psychology is intermittent reinforcement. And so you need to have the decisions made arbitrarily to make it exciting and to make it fun and interesting. I'm afraid that I try not to have all of my sense of self tied into how I do on a reality show. I have children.
And
As do I.
How has this experience changed your relationship with Teller?
Every time, Teller and I never raise our voices. We never have arguments. There's no drama. If you were to do a reality show on Penn and Teller, it'd be two people working very, very hard. But occasionally, if I am a little short with Teller or I'm a little curt, Teller will just say, "Would you rather be working with Clay Aiken?" And everything goes boom, right in line. I mean, it did give me, it did graduate my scale in such a way that I realized how fortunate I am to have the best partner in the world.
Lisa, how competitive a person are you?
You know, I'm more competitive than you would think I am, and I think that's why I came back, to be honest with you, because I failed miserably first time. Horrible time. Worst experience of my career, I would say. Big mistake. Thought just a horrible, just hated every moment of it. So for me to come back and get a second chance to succeed, that shows my competitiveness.
Would you call this a redemptive experience?
I would.
Oh, good. So you're not out the first week. We know that.
You should be at Gitmo.
Yeah, wow.
You didn't even have to waterboard her to get that.
How was
We
Donald
wanted
this time
to.
around?
I'm not very competitive. I'm kind of by nature a loser.
No,
I
you're
believe,
not.
I believe everything I've ever done
He's
I've
so
lost.
not a loser.
I'm not good at it. Go through my Camp Apex
not
records
a
in Greenfield,
loser at
Massachusetts.
all.
At summer camp.
And guess what?
I lost everything.
You are competitive. You just do it.
I am not.
You are so. Yes, you are.
What would you
Not
both say about?
argumentative.
What would you both say about how Donald Trump is around this? Has he changed too, or is he basically the same?
Well, I don't know if he's changed. I don't know him that well, other than through the years, I think he's the same. I think Donald's Donald.
I've known Mr. Trump for I guess 20 years or so. I mean, he booked us in Atlantic City, and what you have to see, I took a big change in the way I saw Mr. Trump from the first season to the second season. The first season, I didn't see him as an artist, and this last season I did. I see him. What we want out of art is you want the filters that keep between our heart and other people. We want those filters to go away. And there's different ways to do it. I mean, Gary Busey may have done it with injury. I mean, really. And Bob Dylan may have done it with willpower. But Mr. Trump has found a way to speak the truth from his heart. And as I've gotten older, I respect that above all. So I now, instead of putting Donald Trump in the category of TV producers, I now put him in the category with some of my biggest heroes: Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Picasso, Stravinsky, David Allan Coe, NRBQ, Samuel Beckett. You know, the people that have found ways, Tiny Tim Sunrow, have found ways to just speak from their heart right out. And watching him in the boardroom this time, as opposed to last time, was a very different experience, because just because you disagree with someone does not mean that their honesty is not valid.
But
and his honesty is valid.
But there has to be a P.T. Barnum element in Trump's life, because
Sure.
that's who he is.
Sure, and I would also put P.T. Barnum up there with people that spoke from their heart. I mean, P.T. Barnum invented the museum. You can't do better than that. I mean, P.T. Barnum is, I happen to know a little bit about him. P.T. Barnum is usually used as synonymous with huckster or charlatan. And he really, really wasn't. He gave people their entertainment dollar. And maybe in that case, if you're talking about the real P.T. Barnum, there may be comparisons there. Because he was able to take something beautiful and sell it to people.
Before you go, both of you are passionate about your particular charities and your particular way of doing things and seeing things. And I'm interested in where you sit in the green movement. And what are some of your lessons learned? In other words, is there one or two things that you do when it comes to saving the planet or just saving on your household electrical bill?
I don't actually think that has anything to do with the show. I happen to have a Nissan Leaf. I have an all-electric car, but there wasn't really any what you would call trendy green topics discussed on the show.
No, I was just asking because it was the last question.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I drive a hybrid.
By the way, all electric is better than a hybrid.
I know.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not competitive. I bet they're about equal. They're about equal. They're about equal, hybrid.
That's okay. He's
All
always
electric.
going to have
All
something
electric.
better than me, and I'm okay with that
All
because
electric,
he's a
hybrid,
bajillionaire,
gasoline,
and that's okay
dead
with me.
dinosaurs, putting carbon into the planet, choking out the third world.
I'm a
That's
vegan,
Lisa.
and he eats meat. So
Never.
we have
I haven't had meat. I haven't had meat in 12 hours. It's been 12 hours since I had meat. I've been full vegan since last night.
There you go.
You see,
Lisa,
it
can I
was
just
about the
sneak
show.
one in? I'm sorry. I just wanted to
Sneak
know.
it, baby.
What exactly was the one? What was the thing that made you say, "All right, I will give this another chance"?
I will tell you. I was in the car with my 11-year-old daughter, Amelia Gray Hamlin. I had gotten the phone call. I said, there is no way in hell would have to freeze over for me to go back to that awful, awful place. And she looked at me, because they saw me go through the experience, clearly. She was 9 at the time, and she looked over at me and she said, Mom, you should go do this because it will be very good for you and you will be able to fix it. And I said, okay, enough said. I mean, basically that was it. From the mouths of babe. And I did it for them.
I would think your daughter would be better if she were named Enola Gay. Enola Gay Hamlin's a nice name too. You know what? You should consider that.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you then. When
Okay,
when I was
would have
birthing
suggested.
her.
If I'd have been at the birthing, I would have
like
suggested
it.
Enola Gay. Enola Gay.
Thank you, folks.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
sorry. It was
Wow.
so much fun, but
Too
our
bad we
time
don't
is
have any
up.
good times here, me and
Yeah.
Penn. That's too bad.
And you didn't bomb. Well.